cousin, my best friend, it don't matter. If you're up here, I expect you to go hard, 100%. The reason why we do these reps.
From the weight room of the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at UHAS McGinley Stadium at Penn Hills High School, this is the Coach's Corner. Along with Penn Hills offensive coordinator Corey Thomas, I'm Bill Navari. Corey, great to have you along for another week here on the Coach's Corner. Hopefully, it would have been nice if we were able to bring you back after a win, but tough loss last week at Central. It has to be frustrating for you as an offensive coordinator when you watch your offense move up and down the field and pretty much do the things that you want them to do, but score.
It was a tough night, and like you said, offensively, we moved the ball up and down the field. We just couldn't put it in the end zone. There were some mistakes on our part, some mistakes on the kids' part, but I am very pleased and very happy the way we moved the field. We put 250 yards rushing on the ground on them, and it was very satisfying to see that success, but get it the extra couple yards we needed to score a couple more touchdowns. I think if we did that in the first half, we really would have been in the game.
When you start the game, we have a nice return out to midfield, and then the offense moves right down to inside the 30-yard line, and then it's they kind of stumble, almost a 3-and-out after initial first down, and rightfully you go for it on fourth down at that point. It's too far field where you're not going to punt, and you're going to go for it. But you turn the ball over on downs there after just doing what you wanted to do against Central. First play, they run it for a 78-yard touchdown. That had to really take some wind out of your sails at that point.
You know, I think it took some wind out of ourselves. That they made a great call. They came out with twins left, and then they shifted the fullback over, and then all they did to do is a pitch to James Drew Moore, and the backers couldn't make the adjustment, and the line didn't slide down to handle the extra blocking on that side. But all in all, we're very pleased that the way we played as a team. There was no quitting us. I think we learned from our mistakes for this week coming against Altoona.
Offensively, a bit of a new look. Corey Jones in the backfield moved him from receiver to kind of an all-purpose wing back type slot guy, and whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It seemed to confuse Central's defense a little bit. I mean, they had to try to keep. You have to keep your eye on Jones. You almost have to put a man on him to tie up a defender. But it enabled you to do some other things, running the ball with Aaron and getting a little bit on the ground and maybe try to throw the ball a little bit. But that different dimension of running Corey out of the backfield, I mean, what does it add to this offense?
You know what? Corey's one of them players that he has it, which we call it. You know what I mean? Corey he's a little bit small, but he runs a 4.3 40. He has a heart of a lion. And then when you have that speed in the backfield, for them guys to try to make the adjustment, by the time Corey hits the hole, they're still thinking of coming through the read stuff. So that dimension alone is just an added plus for us offensively. And just having him be out there and we can shift him into some different sets and move him out, send them in motion, that's going to help the rest of our skill guys do well in the next coming games.
Still the passing game struggling a little bit. What do you guys need to do to try to get that on track?
Well, like I said last week, the passing game we are a couple steps behind because of what happened to Darius, but we're trying to get it together. We're working on it every day, trying to get our 3-step, our 5-step, our 7-step drops together, and we're just going to have to do more of it in the game situation so the kids get used to it and be able to make the plays they need to play in the game situations.
Now, with that passing game, when the defenses see Corey in the backfield, they're pretty much going to read run. Now, is that kind of a thing that you're going to look to give them to try to draw up those defensive backs to try to defend against Corey, and then hopefully you can get a couple of your other receivers to maybe get behind them?
Well, yeah, when you have Corey on a play fake and you can put Jay or Robin Hall or Chuck or somebody sneak behind the safeties and the cornerbacks, that's going to help us out because they're automatically going to think that we're handing the ball off the Corey. They're probably going to put 8 to 9 people in the box and try to stop the run, and then we can do some play action fakes and try to hit Chuck or Jay or Robin Hall down the seams or something like that.
One of the dimensions, personally, I think really the offense needs to get more involved with, or at least be more successful with. You have the skilled kids, you have the fast one, you have Corey, Aaron, everything, but the power running game, to be able to pound out 2-3 yards on a 3rd and short, to do things like that. That element, I know you get Tariq Hester back there often to do that, but that element of having a consistent power back is one thing I think has been kind of lacking through the season. I mean, what are you working towards try to get that power game going?
You know what we've been working on with us of getting the shoulder square and getting downhill. You got to remember in 7-on-7 that he came out with a pretty bloody nose and a concussion and stuff like that. So
being Tariq.
Yeah, Tariq. And so we just had to get him a little bit more comfortable of running the ball like he was running last year, getting the shoulder square, making the right calls for him so he can be successful in this start small chunks at a time. He's a great back, big power back. Just have to feed him a little bit more this week.
I mean, in defense of him as well, you have him in at nose tackle. Or as defensive tackle with his brother up there. So he's getting pounded every play defensively right in the middle of that line. And really to throw him, for him to be the power back, a lot of times you're really giving him a beating. I mean, are you looking at other kids of size to put back there? Or are you looking at any of the old, put a big lineman as a blocker for some of that, the old fridge plays? I mean, I'm throwing spaghetti against the wall kind of just to see what's in your noodle there. But I mean, what are you guys working with out there?
Well, you know what? I had a ton of kids ask me, can they go back and run the ball? You know what I mean? But we're looking at Godfrey. We're looking at Marshall. He played well last week in the JV game, so we're looking at trying to give him an opportunity. Godfrey's been doing a heck of a job blocking for us on some of these long runs that we had against Plum and stuff like that. So we're looking to get them guys a little taste of varsity ball and letting them see what they can do out there.
I mean, understand, I'm in no means being critical. I'm just asking questions. That's my job. But I mean, it's just things you look for, and the things that you're used to, and use the offensive guy. I'm picking your brain. This week is the Altoona Mountain Lions. We've only played them one time before, that being last year on a long trip to Altoona. Now they're coming in this week. They won. They beat Kiski, so they have a win in the conference. You guys are at the point that although you lost to Central Catholic, you guys are still in a position where if you win out, you're the runners-up in the conference, barring Central Catholic losing a couple of games. Mm-hmm. You can still be the runner-up, host a playoff game. I mean, really, the sun is still shining for this team.
Yeah, the sun is shining bright for this team. Everybody just are forgetting about our opening days, our opening schedule. Our opening schedule was a beast. I mean, we're playing St. Edwards, we're playing Gateway, we're playing Mount Lebanon, then we have Plum, and then we have Central. That's a very good football teams right there. So right now we have Altoona coming in this week. We're taking it 1 week at a time. Okay, we know we got 5 games left, 1 week at a time. And Altoona is going to be here this week. We're going to try to do our best to be successful against them, run the ball, throw the ball a little bit, and then after that we have I think it's Fox Chapel, and then we have Kiski, and we have Woodland Hills. We're taking it 1 day at a time, 1 game at a time, and I think some people are going to be surprised by the end of the season.
Last year, Altoona did a nice job of stuffing your offense a little bit. They kind of shut down the running game. I think, just off the top of my head, I think you scored 14 points on them last year. So do you look at those tapes, look at what they did last year, look at what they did last week in those tapes as well, kind of assume that they're going to come out with the same type of defense to try to shut you guys down, and you're preparing for it that way?
You know what? We looked at last year's tapes, and then we looked at the game against Kiski and the game against Woodland Hills. Now, you got to remember, we went up in Altoona. Like you said, it was a long bus drive. And then on top of that was homecoming for them. So their fans and their players are ready to play a good, hard football game. And we got caught off our heels a little bit. But this year, when they come down here, I think it's our homecoming. We're going to be trying to do some things successful of running the ball, passing the ball. And I think, like you said, we did look at some film. We're making some adjustments. We're seeing some things some areas we can gash them at. And then if we can do that, I think we'll be very successful this week.
What kind of things are you throwing in offensively? And also, what are you looking at defensively to stop the Mountain Lions?
Defensively, we moved some key kids around. And there's going to be some new faces on the defensive line, new faces at linebacker. We're going to try to get the kids to run downhill, attack the running back instead of waiting for guards and tackles to come at them. So we're going to try to get them to go down here and be more aggressive on defense. And offensively, we want to still be we really don't feel we need to change anything. Just put a couple more different wrinkles in. I think we did, like you said, we moved the ball well against Central Catholic. We moved the ball well against Plum. I think we're just going to try to keep it the same format. Maybe come out with a couple of different formations and see how it goes for us.
And hopefully, with the movement of the ball, it goes over the goal line.
Yes. Hopefully over the goal line this week.
Okay. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully, it's going to be a beautiful night. It's homecoming, a new team, their first visit in here. Hopefully, we have a good crowd on hand. Maybe just curiosity factor of coming out to see Altoona come in with them being new to the conference. And hopefully, you guys can bring home a winner Friday night and keep things rolling, hopefully.
You know what? I really think we will, and I hope the kids will stay focused because it's homecoming and stuff like that, but I think we can bring in a good, solid win this week.
Couple good seniors you brought with us tonight, couple good kids.
Yeah, Chuck is Mr. Everything, I call him. He's like, I call him my son sometimes because he just does everything I ask him to do, and he's reliable. He's always there for you, and he's a go-getter. He's a really nice kid. And
we also have James Thornton over there.
Yeah, James Thornton he's Mr. Let me do it. You know what I mean? Coach, I'll do it. And he's a very nice kid, very humble, just has his opportunity to play some varsity ball, and hopefully this week we can get him in here. So
I know James was out for the first part of the season, but kept a great attitude, and every time you see him, he's smiling.
Yeah, he is smiling.
Okay, well, we look forward to talking with both of them, and thanks for coming along again this week, and hopefully you guys bring home a win Friday night.
All right, thank you.
Coming up next, our Seniors of the Week, as the Coach's Corner continues here on the Penn Indians Football Network. Our Seniors of the Week, Chuck Bradley and James Thornton of the 2011 Penn Hills Indians. Chuck, let's start with you. Tough loss last week against Central. You're trying to get back on the winning ways this week against Altoona. What's the team need to do to try to get back on track?
I believe we have to stay focused, and we have to really hone in on our assignments, because if everybody does their assignment correctly, we can beat any team in this conference.
Got gashed a little bit last week against Central Catholic. Damian Jones-Moore put up some big numbers rushing the ball. What are you guys doing? Have you made any changes defensively, or is it just a matter of last week you guys missed some assignments and allowed him some big runs?
We moved players around to accommodate for other teams, and so we won't get caught at a position like we did, because really we weren't prepared for his speed. And when you so we put more people in those other positions to maybe get a little better edge play, and so we can stop these big rushing attacks that are in the whip you.
I know you like defense a little bit better, but you also play a little bit offensively. The team moved the ball, couldn't get into the end zone. What do you guys got to do this week to get the ball over that goal line?
We still have to do the things that we did last week, because we were able to move the ball, especially against a good team like Central. But to get it in the week, we just got to work just a little bit harder, because we were there a couple times inside the red zone, but we just couldn't knock it in.
Hopefully you guys can put it up this week against the Mountain Lions. James Thornton, not a lot of folks may have heard your name quite a bit, but you missed the first several weeks of the season. Now you're back to being able to, you're okay, everything's being back able to play. Talk about your role with the Indians.
I'm basically trying to improve more, be on the field, and prove to my coaches that I actually can play for Friday night, and improve to the team. I could be on the field too, and show them how hard I could work to get there, to be on the very top, and that's pretty much it.
Right now, since you've been out, now you're working your way back into doing everything. A lot of the roles that they put you in would be scout offense, scout defense, which is a very important role as far as getting the teams prepared for Friday night. Do you go into that and know that what you're doing out there not only is helping these guys, but also helping showcase what you can do to the coaches?
Yeah, I'm proving to Coach Corey and Coach Graham and all the other coaches how to learn to play defense more and offense more. And I basically know all the plays more in defense and offense. And I could be and stay on the field more often instead of being on the sideline.
What do you think the Indians, Chuck mentioned about as far as getting in the end zone, keep doing the things that they were doing, but just try to finish things. I mean, what do you see the Indian offense? I mean, is it a matter of staying the course?
Basically, I see we need to stay on topic and let's see, like don't give up and stay focused And like
So if everybody does their assignments,
Yeah,
you know,
stay on the
the
assignment.
success will come. What do you like doing? Do you like playing offense or defense better?
basically defense because I understand it more.
Okay. Not a matter of you like to hit people. Is that what most people say? Defense because they like to, they kind of have free reign to go hit people. What are your plans for the rest of the this season? What are you looking forward to, and what are your plans for after graduation?
I'm planning going to college and go to ACAC or Pitt.
What would you like to study?
I like math and science.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anything in particular? I mean, what do you want to be when you grow up? This question is.
I like to draw. I like to draw photos. I like to make games and stuff like that.
Well, you can work the math and the drawing into something like architecture.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of go. Something to think about. But good luck to you, Chuck. What are your goals for the rest of the season, and what can we expect from you after graduation?
Keep on doing what I'm doing because I've been having good games, solid games, 4 or 5 tackles. I plan on going to a D2 college somewhere and studying architectural design because I do like math and science and physics, and I love building houses and designing all them houses. So I'm looking to go to school in architectural design.
We got a couple potential architects here. It's great. Well, best of luck to you. Good luck Friday night against the Mountain Lions. Obviously, again, for the rest of the season. Maybe we'll see you early in the morning and pick you up on the way up to the bus stop again. But like I said, thank you guys for coming along. It's been fun. Good luck to you, not only tomorrow night, but also for the rest of the season and what you guys do after graduation. Chuck Bradley and James Thornton, our seniors of the week. Coming up next, it's homecoming. Penn Hills Indians and the Altoona Mountain Lions. And it's coming your way next here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. From UHAS McGinley High School, tonight is homecoming, Penn Hills style, as the Indians take on the Mountain Lions of Altoona High School. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Great to have you along for another exciting evening of Penn Hills Indians football here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. The Mountain Lions making their second appearance all time here at UHAS McGinley Stadium. Last time they were here, my senior season. That would have been 1981. Mountain Lions and Indians both 1-1 in the Big East Conference. So tonight's matchup pivotal as far as playoff standings go. Indians still with an opportunity to finish second in the conference behind Central Catholic after falling to the Vikings last week. If the Indians able to win the rest of the way out, they will be the runners-up of the conference and potentially host a first-round playoff game here at Penn Hills. Indians and Mountain Lions out on the field for the coin toss. The Indians have won the toss. They've deferred. The Mountain Lions will get the ball first as we get things started here. Indians, gold helmets, red jerseys, and white pants tonight here at homecoming. Mountain Lions with the maroon helmets and the white jerseys, white pants, all festooned in maroon. And we'll be underway here shortly. So the Mountain Lion receiving team out onto the field. And the Indians kicking team finally getting on. Well, we got a moment here. Let's go over this year's homecoming court. Nicole Innes and Andrew Greenway. Evan Ruling and Courtney Cole. Kim Bonnet and Brian Korber. Pam Bonnet and Xavier Hickman. Julie Richards and Trevor Arnott. Mara Francis and Tyree Squires. And Haysha Johnson and Grant Van Horn. That is the 2011 homecoming court. And the homecoming king and queen are Mara Francis and Trevor Arnott. Corey Jones teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Great to see Corey Jones out there tonight. He was suffering from flu-like symptoms this week. And we are underway. Nice kick by Jones. It'll go into the end zone for an automatic touchback. Don't see that too often in high school. Football kicks into the end zone, and that's just perfect. It's exactly what you want. No return. The Indian defense will come on the field, pinning the Mountain Lions deep. Indian starting defense. The defensive ends are Donovan Murray and Jamel Livingston. Hester and Hester are your tackles. Darian Macklin, your middle linebacker. Charles Bradley. Eric Godfrey on the outside. Whitaker, Williams, Blakeman, and Jones are your secondary. Mountain Lions send a man in motion this way. They'll keep it on the ground. Chuck Bradley with the tackle of the Mountain Lions, Monte Barnes. That'll be a second down and 10. Mountain Lions go no huddle. Mountain Lions keep it on the ground once again. Dion Brown goes left side, and he goes nowhere but down. Maybe losing a yard. Like Tariq Hester on the tackle. And Damon Reed. And it'll be third down and 11. We'll see if quarterback Tyler Palfy puts the ball in the air. I would assume so. Tyler Romanowitz split to the near side. Run in motion near side. And it'll be a quarterback keeper. I don't know if it was a broken play or not, but Palfy will go into the arms of Jay Williams. And it'll bring up a fourth down. The Mountain Lions go 3 and out. So now Blakeman and Jones will drop back to receive the punt. Indians 9 men up. Nominal pressure. High kick. It's short. Indians will watch it bounce and let it roll. And it'll go down inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. 10-10 to go. First period. Scoreless. Mountain Lions and the Indians here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Whitaker from the shotgun keeps it. Jay Williams in a quarterback, keeps it on the ground. Aaron Bailey gets across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line. Give Aaron Bailey a pickup of 4 for number 4. So Jay Williams, your quarterback. Aaron Bailey and Hester are the running backs. Fred Johnson, James Morrow, the tackles. Don Pizzuto is your center. Nick Wilson, Trayvon Hester, the guards. Wideouts, Jones Davenport, Salter, and Robin Hall. And Robin Hall makes his way to the sideline. It'll be Whitaker and Jones to the right. Jordan Davenport to the near side. Jay Williams to Bailey once again, who slips in the backfield. We'll give him a yard out to the 39. The Indians looking at a third down and 5. The Indians mixing it up offensively, getting Jay Williams back in there, putting him in at quarterback. Indians needing to try to do something to get that ball into the end zone. And they're going to get Chaz Whitaker back in the natural position of wideout. And what a dangerous duo out to the right of Whitaker and Jones. They're giving Chaz Whitaker a lot of cushion. Williams looking that way. He'll roll to the right. Has some room to run. Instead launches one downfield. The pass is caught by Whitaker for a first down. Still on his feet inside the 45, the 40. Breaks a tackle. Flies up the sideline. Goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. 25 yards on the completion.
And a Penn Hills Indians first down. Williams had some room to run if he chose to. Looked like he had plenty of room for a first down, but he stepped up, launched it downfield, connected with Whitaker, and they get the 25-yard gain. Tariq Hester to Williams' right. Aaron Bailey deep in the eye. Twins to the near side, high snap. And Bailey gets across the 35, down to the 33. Give Aaron a pickup of 3, and the Indians are looking at a 2nd down and 7. Clock running, approaching 8:20 to go here in the opening quarter. We are scoreless. First possession of the game for the Indians. The Mountain Lions went 3 and out. Williams looking left, downfield. Jordan Davenport catches it, goes down at the 20-yard line, hit as he received the football. Did a nice job of holding onto it, picks up 13 yards and an Indian first down. Took a nasty lick, but kept on ticking. Whitaker and Jones to the right. Davenport again left side. Williams is your quarterback with Tariq Hester to his right. Aaron Bailey behind Williams in the eye. And it'll be Bailey again looking for a hole. Has it inside the 15. Carries Mountain Lions inside the 10, the 5. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Aaron Bailey. Aaron Bailey, 20 yards into the end zone. Six plays, 66 yards. And the kick is partially blocked, falls short. 7:18 to go, first quarter. The score, Penn Hills 6, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Again, the scoring drive for the Indians, 6 plays, 66 yards. Aaron Bailey, the 20-yard run. Indians chew up just under 3 minutes of the first quarter and lead 6-0. Kickoff short, fumbled at the 20-yard line. There's a scrum at the 25. The Indians say they have it. And the guy that counts says Altoona has it. Mountain Lions have it at the 26-yard line. Of course the Indians are going to say they have it. Knight said I have it. Barnes just into the pile. Maybe 2 yards to the 28. And the Mountain Lions looking at a 2nd down and 8. And is there injured? Well, they're just getting up slowly, it appears. Out of the scrum. Marshall Thompson. Darian Macklin in on the tackle. Alfie rolling this way, throws underneath, has a man, and he drops it. Had some room to run, but unable to hold on to it was Brandon Bernazzoli. First pass attempt of the game for Altoona. And it brings up a 3rd down and 8. Indians on the road next week. Friday night, we will be in Fox Chapel to take on the Foxes. Two weeks from tonight, we'll be home for senior night, hosting the Kiski Area Cavaliers. Alfie from the shotgun, a wobbler near side over everybody. And the Mountain Lions are going to have to punt once again. Mountain Lions beat up on Kiski last week. No, excuse me, it's 2 weeks ago. They lost last week. Were beat up by Woodland Hills last week. Blakeman and Jones back to punt, or back to receive the punt. Low snap. Nice kick. Jones with a chance to return from the 34-yard line, looking for somewhere to go. And gets out to about the 44, return of 10. And the Indians will take over with 6:16 to go in the third. The Mountain Lions, second time, 2 possessions, 2 times 3 and out. Total of 2 yards of offense so far here in the first quarter. Indians now with an opportunity to pad their 6-0 lead as the offense takes the field once again. Snap over Williams' head, picks it up inside the 30-yard line, looking for somewhere to go. Mountain Lions are there, and it'll be dropped back at the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 13. Williams did a nice job to go back and retrieve the high snap. Look for somewhere to go, but credit the Mountain Lions. They just kept coming, gave him nowhere to go. And he loses 13. Jones to the near side with the green shoelaces. Williams throws right side. Whitaker tries to shake and bake and will be dropped down about the 38-yard line after a pickup of about 7. Gets a chunk of the initial loss yardage back. And the Indians now with a third and about 16. Actually going to give a pickup of 8 and call it 3rd and 15. Williams from the shotgun, Hester to his left. Aaron Bailey behind him in the eye. Williams hauls in the snap, throws right side. Jordan Davenport with another reception and another Indian first down. We'll go down at the 40-yard line with a pickup of 21 on a 3rd and 15. Davenport now 2 receptions for 34 yards. And the Indians undo the damage of the initial high snap on first down. Bailey, right side, looks for a hole. Looked like he was going to break something there. Ends up picking up about 3 yards. And the Indians will face a 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to run. 4:15 to go here, opening quarter. Penn Hill 6, Altoona nothing. The Indians with the ball in Altoona territory at the 37-yard line. Corey Jones from the eye, gets to the outside, scoots the sideline, and dangerously slides in at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 11. It's another first down for the Indians. Clock will stop for the moment at 3:44 and begins to run again. Williams, shotgun, high snap, pulls it in. Jones coming left side, looks to try to get to the outside at the 30-yard line. Does, runs into his own man at the 25. That's Davenport, and goes down at the 22.
Jones on the carry, brought down by Jake Devaney.
Pickup of 5. I like that look with the white pants and those red jerseys. I don't have those gold pants anymore. I think that was my favorite look. Jones toss right side, and the Mountain Lions are there. He'll lose 6. So that'll be 3rd and 11 for your Indians. We'll see if the Indians can convert again on 3rd down. Williams with a straight drop, launch you one towards the end zone with Jones there, and Jones unable to jump high enough and pull it in. And it'll bring up a 4th down. And at this run on the field at the 28-yard line, I think you keep the offense on the field. And the Indians are, in fact, going to do that. Whitaker goes to the right. Jordan Davenport to the near side. And Williams towards Whitaker. And it's a touchdown for the Indians. Jay Williams throws it up the sideline. Whitaker runs under it, and it's a Penn Hills Indian touchdown.
I wish a happy birthday to the announcer talking to you, Bill Navarro, 47th birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy.
Thank you, Samantha. Did I tell you you're my favorite daughter?
Yes, you did.
Okay, you're definitely in the top 3. Peter Gola this time gets it up and through. The kick is good. 1:41 to go. First quarter, Penn Hills 13, Altoona nothing. You are watching, yes, hold on.
Everybody at school wishes you a happy birthday.
Well, tell everybody at school thank you very much. Once again, 13-0 Indians. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Thanks, Sam.
Davinian Brown back to receive the kickoff for Altoona.
Peter Gola will kick off this time for the Indians. Indians converting on the 4th down on a Whitaker touchdown. Goalless kick comes down at the 16-yard line. And a big hole up the middle closes quickly. But a nice return for the Mountain Lions out to the 35-yard line. The Mountain Lions now in a hole down by 13 with 2 yards of total offense here in quarter number 1. 3 and out twice. Lions doing a nice job of selling the misdirection. Dan Moyer, I thought they were going left. It was Dan Moyer up the middle, picks up 4 yards. And that was the biggest gain of the night for Altoona at 4 yards. Mountain Lions don't fool anybody this time. The Indian defense is there. Holding Moyer for no gain. And they'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Jamel Livingston making the tackle for the Indians along with Tariq Hester. Tyler Windleton in at linebacker for the Indians. 105-11, 190-pound sophomore. High pass near side. Penalty flag will come in. And I think rightfully so. Deion Franklin, I think, had an opportunity for a pick 6, but went in for the hit, and it was helmet to helmet. So the 15-yard penalty will give Altoona their first down of the night. So Altoona now at the Indian 45-yard line, deepest penetration of the quarter, which has 13 seconds left. And the Indians jump off side. Oh, I think they're going to call this one against Altoona. No, they did call this one against the Indians. Officials threw the flags to the wrong side. So it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Mountain Lions, still with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Oh, left side, and the Mountain Lions are close to actually earning one. Don Brown will be brought down by Chaz Whitaker. That's going to do it for the quarter. Still don't know if it's good enough for a first down or not. I think the officials will measure. Or is it going to be just short? I think it's going to be just short. They're going to give him a gain of 4. When we come back, it'll be 2nd down and 1. That's it for one period of play. The score, Indians 13, Mountain Lions. Second quarter about to get underway with the Mountain Lions looking for a first down here. It is 2nd down and a yard. Brown looking for someone to go left side, and he'll be brought down by Chaz Whitaker for no gain. Altoona will be looking at a 3rd and a yard. 3rd and 1, Altoona at the Indian 36-yard line. Palfy will keep it himself, gets to the 35. It looks like he'll be good enough for a first down. Middle of that defensive line making the tackle, the Hester brothers. Officials, I think, going to bring the sticks into measure, but it appears he got it to plenty of. I have it marked down as a first down. Unless the stick on the far side was, unless they didn't stretch the chain. He's got it. Down to the Indian 35. The drive began back at the Altoona 35-yard line. Mountain Lions now at the Penn Hills 35-yard line. Mountain Lions have 9 yards of offense in this drive. They have more penalty yards by the Indians than what they've gained offensively. Brown slips in the backfield, and the Indians just close quickly. Trey Vaughn, Hester, and Tariq Hester. 540 pounds of Hester come down on Dion Brown. So we lost of a yard. I'm going to call it 2nd down and 11. Are they going to give him back? They're going to give him back to 35 yards for no gain. Brown trying to find some blockers right side, cuts back into the line, picks up a couple. Trayvon Hester with the tackle after a gain of about 3. St. Tyler Wendleton in on the tackle. And Altoona will use a timeout. 9:19 to go. First half. Penn Hills 13, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
It's a big week for soccer.
Mountain Lions on a 3rd and 7. Alfie from the shotgun. Looks, throws right side, and slipping and falling was Dan Moyer. Passing complete, brings up a 4th down, and trailing 13-0 at this point in the field. Altoona will keep the offense on the field. Be a 49-yard field goal, and I don't think they're going to go for that. Alfie swings past this side to Moyer. And the Indians were waiting for him. Demond Reed. And Chuck Bradley on the tackle at the 30-yard line, a pickup of 2. And the Indians will have it with 9:06 to go. Ball at their own, what do you mark it, 31-yard line. And a penalty flag comes in. Do the Indians have 12 men? I think they have 10. Looks like 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting 10. They didn't have too many, they had too few. Jay Williams launching one downfield, has a streaking Corey Jones, has it at the 40, 30, 20, tiptoe into the end zone, touchdown, Corey Jones. C. Jones, a 74-yard pass from Jay Williams. Jay Williams just threw that one out there, and Jones caught up with it at the 40-yard line, and he was just gone. There was no chance he was going to be caught, and the Indians extend the lead. Goalless kick is up and good. 8:56 to go. First half, Penn Hills 20, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Remember, you have a chance at a $75 Get-Go gift card with your 50-50 purchase this evening.
Aaron Bailey with a hole, spins at the 43-yard line, and there's a ball in the field. Apparently it is. At the 43, hit it to 42, and it looked like the ball popped out. And Altoona has it. So Altoona catches a break, and they have a first down at their own 42-yard line. Brown escapes Hester, but not Wendleton. And he'll be dropped at the 38-yard line for a loss of 4. Trayvon Hester slowed him up enough for Tyler Wendleton to come in and make the tackle. Clock rolling under 7 minutes to go here, and this has been a long first half. Indians are just swarming to the ball. Jay Williams will come out of the bottom with Darian Macklin. Give Barnes a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 13. Brown looks for somewhere to go, getting a hand in on him. Was Jamel Livingston. Trayvon Hester will finish him off. No gain, and it's 3rd down for the Mountain Lions. So Altoona unable to take advantage of the Penn Hills turnover. Indians block this one. Scooped up and on the return was Julian Hurt. Chuck Bradley with the block. And the Indians have it at the Altoona 14-yard line.
Returned by number 58, Julian. And he'll sneaks over on the Altoona 14-yard line, where we'll have a Penn Hills first down.
Jay Williams, left side, keeps it himself, rumbles untouched into the end zone. And the Indians extend their lead. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up and through. 5:15 to go, first half. Penn Hills 27, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians set to kick it off once again. The Indians' last 3 possessions have been one play. The Corey Jones 74-yard touchdown pass from Jay Williams, the Aaron Bailey fumble, and the Jay Williams 14-yard run. Indians up 27-0. Altoona from the 13-yard line. Brown spins across the 35, goes down to the 36-yard line. And he's getting up slowly. Damon Reed with the tackle, and the trainers will come out and take a look. 5:10 to go in the half. The Indians up by 27. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Palfy to throw. Swing pass right side and through the hands of Monte Barnes.
Penalty pass incomplete, intended number 28, Monte Barnes.
Swing passes have been there for Altoona tonight, but their backs just haven't been able to hold on to them. Good try, Altoona 1 of 7 passing. And that was a 2-yard pass on 4th down as well.
Number 13, Avery Hauser on the play, brought down by number 55,
Trayvon Hester will bring Hauser down for a loss of 1. Clock rolling under 4.5 to go here, first half. Again, they try the swing pass. No, they throw underneath on the screen. Now to the 43-yard line goes Dan Moyer. That's an 8-yard pickup on a nifty little play. Damon Reed finishes him off and brings him down at the 43. 4th down and about 3. And Altoona will punt. Jones and Salter back. Mountain Lions fake it. The Indians are there. Chuck Bradley read it. Penalty flag on the far side.
Matt Dry on the carry, brought down by number 10, Chuck Bradley.
Checking the penalty would be a loss of a yard.
At the Altoona 43-yard line, where we'll have a Penn Hills first
Oh, the penalty goes against Altoona. The Indians decline it. We'll get the ball with 3:33 to go at the 42-yard line. See if the Indians go with a one-play drive again. Aaron Bailey hitting the backfield and dropped at the 41 after a pickup of a yard. Indians do get the ball to start second half.
Aaron Bailey, the carry runs out by number 39, Marquise Node.
Williams to throw, steps up into the pocket, throws one downfield and overthrows Jordan Davenport.
Williams pass intended for number 9.
May have been throwing that one away.
Jordan Davenport. Incomplete. What you smell are the football boosters selling their funnel cakes and kettle corn. They're held all weekend long.
The clock stops, 2:46 to go. Indians now with a 3rd and 9. Jay Williams rolling to his left. I think he's going to run it all the way. He does. Gets across the 40. Gets down inside the... does not get inside the 35. Goes down at the 35. For a pickup of 6, and Indians will have a 4th and 3. Indians keep the offense on the field. Indians 1 for 1 on 4th down tonight. Williams throwing right side, has a man, pass caught. Chaz Whitaker breaks 2-3 tackles, gets down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, 17-yard pickup for Whitaker. And an Indian first down. Indians 2 for 2 on 4th down here in the half. Clock stops for the moment with 1:50 to go. Aaron Bailey tries to find a hole. Slithers to the 16 for a gain of 2. And the Indians use a timeout. 1:17 to go in the half. Indians up by 27 and in the red zone once again. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians following the timeout. Williams rolling to his left. Throws one towards the goal line into the end zone. Corey Jones all by himself. Hauls it in. And the Indians go up by 33. Avari the snap, Whitaker the hold, Gula the kick, and he missed it. 1:12 to go in the half. Penn Hills 33, Altoona nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
50-50 raffle ticket. You also have a chance at a $75 get-go gift card. Vinny and Brown back to receive the Corey Jones kickoff.
Corey Jones kicking off for the Indians. Short. Altoona from the 35-yard line looks for somewhere to go, and they'll get at the 39, it would appear. Lions with 1:07 to go in the half. Down by 33. Or the Indians scoring on 5 of 6 possessions here in the half. The only possession they did not score on, they fumbled. Turned the ball over. Monte Barnes across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Tariq Hester with the tackle. And a gain of 4. Trayvon Hester into Avery Hauser.
Avery Hauser on the carry, brought down by number 55, Trayvon.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down for the Lions. And the Lions don't get it off. That's your half. After one half of play, the score, the Penn Hills Indians 33, the Altoona Mountain Lions nothing. Stay tuned. We'll be back for second half action. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second half action about to get underway here at Uhas McGinley High School. Uhas McGinley Stadium with the score Penn Hills 33. Altoona nothing. Some quick stats. The Indians 56-yard rushing, 8 of 10 passing for 202 yards, 258 total yards of offense. Altoona 13 rushing yards, 8 yards of passing for 21 yards of total offense in the first half. Chaz Whitaker, 4 receptions, 78 yards. Jordan Davenport, 2 receptions for 34. Corey Jones, 2 receptions for 90, including the 74-yard pass from Jay Williams and also a 16-yard pass from Jay Williams. Aaron Bailey, 40 yards rushing in half number 1. Indians use a timeout to get things started here. They have the ball at the 35-yard line. Maybe a little bit of confusion as they get some substitutes into the game. We'll recap the first half scoring. The Indians on their first possession, they score on 5 of 6 possessions. First possession, Aaron Bailey, a 20-yard run. Chaz Whitaker, a 20-yard pass from Jay Williams on a 4th down conversion. Indians up 13-0. And then the Indians have 3 straight one-play possessions. Corey Jones, a 74-yard pass from Jay Williams. The next possession, Indians on the first play fumble. Then the next possession, Jay Williams, a 14-yard run following a blocked punt. And then to close out scoring in the first half, Corey Jones, a 16-yard pass from Jay Williams, and the Indians up 33-0. Indians still with the starting unit in. Aaron Bailey looking to pad his stats across the 35. to the 38-yard line.
Aaron Bailey on the carry. Brought down by number 28, Altoona.
Should the Indians be able to get any points on the board, or we go to a running clock? Bailey, left side, trying to get to what he does. Across the 40, 45. Has a first down for the Indians, out to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 14.
Aaron Bailey on the carry. Brought down by number 23, Tommy Gibb.
And the Indians get the first down.
And a Penn Hill. First down.
And there's an injured Lion. 11:02 to go, third quarter. Penn Hills 33, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Jazz Williams hands off. Aaron Bailey spinning into Altoona territory down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 6.
Bailey on the carry. Brought down by number 39, Marquis Node.
Tariq Hester, the Thundering Herd, up close to the first down at the 41-yard line. I think he will indeed have it. No, they can call it fourth down. Oh, goodness. I think I'd have to ask for a measurement there.
Brought down by number 52, Nick Dowling.
Well, it is a first down indeed. One of the linesmen signaled fourth down. And the referee comes in and says, no, it's good. Hester again dragging Mountain Lions inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Gain of 2.
Hester on the carry.
It's obvious the Indians looking to try to drain some clock as they line down the field. Of course, a quick score would drain some clock as well, as we'd go to the mercy rule in the running clock. Jay Williams with a big hole, a big lane. A penalty flag comes in back behind the play, but a nice open field tackle brings him down at the 22-yard line. Right now a 17-yard pickup, but this one's coming back. It's a holding call at the 42-yard line. So in essence, a 13-yard penalty. Oh, bring this one back across the 50-yard line. Back into Indian territory. Williams, option left. Aaron Bailey, this side, cuts across the 50-yard line, inside the 45 to the 44. Penalty flags everywhere. Block in the back, mark it at the 45 or the 48, 49. They're going to mark it back from the 45-yard line. So that's another 13-yard March back to the 35. Indians need to get to the other 30. Second and about 35. I'll call it 36. Williams launching one towards Corey Jones. Turns the other way. No, it's Chaz Whitaker up the middle. He's gone. Touchdown, Penn Hills. It looked like it was going to be going towards Jones. But it's going to be a 65-yard reception for Chaz Whitaker on a 2nd and 36. Six plays, 65 yards for the Indians. Gula's kick is up and good. Score now, Penn Hills 40, Altoona nothing, which means we have a running clock situation. Again, the Indians started the possession at the 35-yard line. They managed to get down to the Altoona about 40. Penalties knocked them back to the 35-yard line, and then the long pass to Chaz Whitaker from Jay Williams as the Indians up by a score of 40-0. So now the Indians will kick off once again for the second time here in the half. Indians scoring on 6 of 7 possessions. It's a little stat so far to throw into the papers. Indians scoring on 6 of 7 possessions. Kick bounces at the 6-yard line, picked up at the 5. Altoona looking for somewhere to go. Gets to the outside. Breaks a tackle at the 10 and gets out to the 18-yard line.
Avery Hauser on the return. Brought down by number 12, Dewan Free.
Pass broken up by Jay Williams at the 35-yard line. And the Indians, no let up here with a 40-0 lead. Again, Indians will be in action Friday night at Fox Chapel to take on the Foxes in a very key conference matchup. Indians playing some inspired football tonight. They need to carry that over to next Friday night. And they take on a very good Fox Chapel Foxes team. That's right, I actually said that. A very good Fox Chapel Foxes team. Duffy to throw, launching one down the near side, this one out of bounds. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 for Altoona. Their first possession here in half number 2. Altoona with only 21 yards of offense thus far. Yeah, the Indians defense very inspired this evening. And Altoona uses a timeout. 5:42 to go, third quarter. Indians up 40-0. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians appear to jump off sides on the 3rd and 10 following the timeout. And that is the call. Altoona has more yards on Penn Hills penalties than they do in offense. Duffy's pass complete on the right side on a pickup of 2. Romanovich with the reception. Jaquan Williams with the tackle. Call to pick up a 3. 4th and 2. Altoona will punt. And Altoona uses too much time. Oh no, it's an illegal substitution call against the Indians. They had too many men on the field. And that gives Altoona a first down. Out to the 35-yard line, Adrian Hauser. Jamel Livingston with the tackle. Gain of 4. That'll be 2nd down and 6. Barnes for maybe a yard. Robin Hall comes up to make the tackle. And there's another 3rd down for Altoona. 3rd and 5. Clock running, 2:35 to go here, 3rd quarter. Pass complete, 1st down for the Lions. Chaz Whitaker on the tackle, but a completion out to the 49-yard line, a pickup of 12. First man through, Monte Barnes to the Indian 46-yard line. Darian Macklin and the Indians, Ramel Reese on the tackle after a pickup of 5.
Tabor brought down by number 2, Chad Whitaker.
Trayvon Hester with the stop of Barnes for no gain. Wendleton also in on the tackle. Ran into a wall of Hester. Trayvon Hester, that is. Pass right side, incomplete. Deion Franklin on the coverage. Brings up a 4th down for the Lions. And that should do it for quarter number 3 as it's winding down here. And that'll do it. After 3 quarters of play, the score, Penn Hills 40, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Altoona on a 4th and 5. Right side of bad. Paul is tipped, it appears. It is called. I'm not sure if it was Macklin or Murray.
Penalty pass knocked down the line of scrimmage by number 58, Julian Hurt.
Like I said, Julian Hurt got the par up. The Indians take over with 11:35 to go in the game at their own 46-yard line. Brandon Mitchell in at quarterback for the Indians. And maybe a yard there for Eric Godfrey.
Number 23, Eric Godfrey on the carry, brought down by number 29, Brandon.
Actually, it's going to be a loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Godfrey again with a hole across the 50. Needed a block. Was able to get by the final man, but picks up 10 yards. It'll be 3rd and a yard. Godfrey again will have the 1st down. Mark him at the 42-yard line, picks up 4. First down Indians at the 42. Rumel Reese in front of Eric Godfrey. Robin Hall split to the near side. Now it'll be Godfrey again, runs into the quarterback.
Godfrey on
Pops over the line for a pickup of a yard.
Brought down by Patricio.
It'll be second down and 9. And offset eye for the Indians. Trey Reese, the tight end to the near side. And Godfrey breaks a tackle in the backfield, scoots up the sideline inside the 35. Mark him at the 34 for a pickup of 7. It'll be third down and 2.
Godfrey on the carry, brought down by Matt Fry.
Keith James splits to the right. Robin Hall near side. Brandon Mitchell in the shotgun. Backs on each side. High snap picked up by Godfrey. And he'll be dropped at the 37-yard line for loss of 3. That'll be a fourth down, and there's an injured Mountain Lion on the field. 7:36 to go, fourth quarter. Penn Hills 40, Altoona nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Injured Mountain Lion comes off the field, and the punt team comes on for the Indians, first time tonight. Short snap. Jones gets the kick away. And it goes into the end zone. Aaron Bailey was unable to catch up with it. Altoona will take over on their own 20-yard line. Big hole for the Mountain Lions. Savon Salter with a tackle across the 30-yard line. First down, Mountain Lions. Chris Henninger with a nice run, picks up 14. Biggest offensive play of the night for the Mountain Lions. Trail 40-0. Nifty running again for the Mountain Lions. Avery Housery. Brought down by Fred Johnson. It'll be second down and 2. Robin Hall will come up to make the tackle, but not until Altoona picks up the first down. Hauser across the 45 to the 46, picks up 3. Robin Hall with a nice smack. Down the sideline, a pass caught, first down, Altoona. Brandon Nelson on the coverage. And it was Spencer Luciano.
Complete, number 41, Spencer Luciano. That play result in an Altoona.
How long was that one? .21 yards. Is my ciphering. Throws right side, and the pass complete inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Justin Sloan and Rumel Reese. Now down at the 28-yard line, pickup of 8. It'll be second down and 2. Lions get it on the ground. Robin Hell and Reese. Rumel Reese bring down Chris Henniger. For a gain of 10. Altoona doing their best to try to get on the board. Offsides against the Indian defense will make it 1st and 5.
Offsides against Penn Hills.
Altoona doing their best to break the shutout. We'll get down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal. Hauser up the middle. Altoona throws towards the end zone, incomplete. They'll bring up a 2nd down and goal. Clock continues to run.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 2, Chris Henniger.
Henniger up the middle towards the goal line, down about the 1-yard line. John Pulowski on the tackle. And it's 3rd and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Quarterback keeper into the end zone. Touchdown, Altoona. Matt Dry.
Matt Dry on the keeper. That play results in an Altoona touchdown.
And the Mountain Lions break the shutout with 45 seconds to go. Well, it's been just a rash of missed extra points tonight. So the kick is no good. The score remains Penn Hills 40, Altoona 6. The Indians kick return team will come on. I'm going to assume Altoona is going to try an onside kick. So the Indian kick team is going to try to fall on it. And I'm not so sure the Indians would even need to run a play. They may come out and just take a knee.
For that drive.
Ten plays, 80 yards for the Mountain Lions.
And I'm thinking the big plays are Henniger 15-yard run. How long was that pass?
21 yards to Spencer Luciano, the key play in the drive.
Luciano, how many, 41?
21.
Oh, you're giving him 14. Okay.
And the Indians look like they are expecting an onside kick. Mountain Lions have overloaded the left side of their line. Oh, and they kick it deep. They're going to fool the Indians, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Well, wouldn't you at least try the onside kick? So the Indians will have to run one play. Indians run a play. Dante Holloway will come to the near side, picks up 5. And that'll do it for this game. Indians on their homecoming game bring home a winner. The final score 40-6. Indians scoring early, scoring often. 5 of 6 possessions in the first half. They're up 33-0 at halftime. Indians score on their opening drive, go up 40-0. Chaz Whitaker, the 65-yard pass. Get the clock running, and just before the game expires, the Altoona Mountain Lions get on the board. And break the shutout, and the Indians move to 2-1 in the Big East Conference. Indians on the road next week to take on the Fox Chapel Foxes. I think the player of the game tonight, I think we're going to give it to Jaquan Williams, stepped in at quarterback. I know Chaz Whitaker had a big night receiving. Corey Jones had a big night receiving. But asking the receiver, Williams, to step in to allow Chaz Whitaker to return to the wideout position where he is more comfortable. Allowed the Indians to open up some offense, get the ball into the end zone, which they've struggled with so far this season, and the Indians walk away tonight with a big victory. So we're going to call a player of the game. We're going to give it to Jaquan Williams, and why not? Again, the Indians will be in Fox Chapel Friday night to take on the Foxes. And they moved to 2-1 in the Big East. Again, the Indians doing what they needed to do. They're trying to run the table to try to be the Big East runners-up this season. And 1 down, 3 to go. Once again, your final score here from Uhas McGinley Stadium on homecoming 2011. Penn Hills Indians 40, the Altoona Mountain Lions 6. We'll see you next Friday night. I'm Bill Navari. Thank you for watching Penn Hills Indians football here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.